Hello everyone, I'm Renown Zero. We are back again talking about how Nintendo has now filed new patents relevant to the Palworld case. With the Palworld case, it seems that they decided to patent, Nintendo did, they decided to patent mounting and throwing a sphere. Making your character click a button to pick his arm up and then throw a sphere. So now they've filed new patents against Palworld and PocketPair, the company that develops Palworld, as well as they're trying to now have patent cases in the US. They originally sued Palworld in Japan only, but now it seems like they want to come over to the US and file patent lawsuits against Palworld and PocketPair. So let's get into this article here from Niche Gamer. Nintendo has continued filing new patents in what appears to be an attempt to strengthen the potential US litigation against PocketPair game Palworld. At present, Nintendo is only coming after PocketPair through Japanese courts. However, recent patent filings appear to indicate possible future moves in US courts. As previously reported, Nintendo has been updating and filing patents covering what appears to be basic game mechanics. For instance, this patent, which covers characters on the playing field, throwing objects, and summoning quote-unquote fighting characters to battle with field characters. So your pal and yourself being the field character. In the first mode, an aiming direction in a virtual space is determined based on a second operation input, and a player character is caused to launch. In the aiming direction, an item that affects a field character disposed on a field in the virtual space based on the third operation input. In a second mode, the aiming direction is determined based on the second operation input, and the player character is caused to launch. In the aiming direction, a fighting character that fights based on the third operation input. So basically what it means is your character aims, character throws, PAL comes out. That's kind of what they're talking about. So they're trying to patent that basic game mechanic simply to destroy the competition. They're not really doing this because they're trying to protect their mechanic, because a lot of games have things like mounting and throwing objects. What they're trying to do is prevent the creativity of games being released that have these mechanics, and they feel, Nintendo does feel that they're the only ones that can be the arbiter of these mechanics, which again, you would lower the creativity and lower the amount of games that would be created because you get rid of mechanics that, because they would then own the mechanics that they're trying to patent. Similarly, in response to this patent and the litigation, Palworld removed PAL spheres from the game in order to reduce their similarity to Pokeballs. So what they originally did was they got rid of the ability to throw them and summon the PAL in an area. The PAL would basically be spawned right on you, which is what they did. Games Trade noticed a new patent, which was filed earlier this week on February 11th. Our understanding is it appears to diminish the particulars of the previous patent or to more broadly cover game mechanics from Palworld. So again, instead of making a brand new Pokemon game that isn't still struggling to reach 60 FPS on the Nintendo Switch, and they have massive performance issues, which seems like they still have performance issues and lag and frame rate drops, they decided they want to destroy the competition instead of actually, fixing their own game or even making a new Pokemon game. They're trying to come out with that A through Z, or ZA, or whatever it's called, but then you're trying to destroy a competition because you can't handle the fact that another game that's similar became popular and you decide to file these patents after the game was released, not before the game was released. You decided to do it after the game released because you've seen how much success it had and how many people were talking about it and playing it, and then you decide to do this. So, very sus. Nintendo is also pursuing an interview with the patent examiner who recently rejected a majority of the recent patent claim in the US. In particular, 22 out of the 23 claims made in their filing were rejected. Speculatively, the purpose of this interview is to convince the patent examiner to allow permit one more than just one claim. Or more than just one claim. Despite their current difficulties with the Goliath that is Nintendo, Palworld and PocketPair keeping a pace with new updates, a roadmap for the future, and even opportunities to publish indies. So if we're talking about the patents here, of course this also comes after the fact that they lost the first round against a grocery store in Costa Rica that was called Nintendo, I believe, that had Mario on the front, which I'm laughing at Nintendo for losing that. They deserve it because they're absolute garbage, because they want to sit here and try to take down emulators and emulation, and then they sell you emulation and emulators with their Nintendo Switch Online service, because that's all it really is on there. It's basically they're selling you a yearly fee or a monthly fee to play emulated games. It just is what it is. But I believe it's claim number 22 here that's the only one that wasn't rejected. It says the non-transitory computer-readable storage medium according to claim 21, wherein if the location and orientation of the virtual camera are changeable according to the fourth operation input, even during a fight between the fighting character and the field character, a gauge indicating a state of the field character can be displayed according to the fourth operation input. Which basically just means a health bar. a gauge indicating the state of the field character. It's just a health bar. Basically, you're trying to patent a health bar now. Like, what are we doing, Nintendo? These are all the different claims right here, from 1 all the way to 23 that they're trying to patent. They only managed to get number 22 through. Everything else got rejected. Because things like, wearing the player character's cause to launch the catching item or the fighting character by releasing a pushed button. Again, that's like, throwing a Pokeball, and the character releases from the Pokeball or the Palsphere. I think it's very interesting how it seems like, based on its history, the U.S. patent number 12,179,111 could be a product of Nintendo's power-oriented patent activity. According to its history, Nintendo filed for it on May 2nd, 2024, a few months after Palworld's launch, and it was granted on December 31st, 2024. As we have said on other occasions, the name of the game is the claim. The patent claims define the scope of protection. This patent relates to ways of capturing a field character. This patent looks less interesting. It was granted last month, but the application was filed in 2022, and it's about exchanging items with other players of a game. So now they're trying to patent trading. Bro, Nintendo, this is why sometimes I feel like I just can't support Nintendo for trying to attack a smaller indie company in Japan for simple game mechanics like trading. Like, are you for real, Nintendo? Like, what are we actually doing here? That one is also related to capturing characters. I'm talking about this one. This one here, this patent, is about capturing characters and getting a numerical indication of how likely one is to catch a particular field character. So they're now patenting a percentage of you capturing a Pokemon or a PAL in Palworld's case. Like, bro, these are basic mechanics that many games have had in the past. So you can see here it says claims 1 through 21 and 23 are rejected. Claim 22 are objected to. So the only one that went through was 22, which I read to everyone. Claim 22 is rejected as being dependent upon a rejected base claim, but will be allowable if rewritten in an independent form, including all of the limitations of the base claim and any intervening claims. So seems like they're trying very hard to get through to the U.S. court system now with this, and you should just keep it in the Japanese, because the American court system is a lot harder to get through. Because, at least to them, hopefully it seems like they don't care about what you got to say. You're trying to destroy creativity in gaming. You're trying to patent mechanics that have been in games for decades, just to keep them all for yourself. So when someone tries to use a mechanic like throwing an object, or aiming to throw an object, or to mount a character or mount an animal, now all of a sudden you're gonna get sued for using the mechanics. So yes, good for you. You lost the first round to a store in Costa Rica. You seem to be losing in the U.S. courts with your patents. So honestly, you can go F yourself, Nintendo. Seriously, this is all garbage. None of this should really be happening. What you should be doing, Nintendo, is making a better Pokemon game. Just make a better Pokemon game that performs well, that runs well, doesn't have frame drops, and everyone will be happy. And change up the game. It's been the same game for so many years. People like me have been long gone from playing Pokemon games. I'd rather play Palworld. So, thank you all for checking out this video. I really do appreciate all the new subscribers, returning subscribers, new viewers, and returning viewers. If you do like this video, hit the like button, comment below if you about this, subscribe for more content, hit the bell for notifications, set the bell to all, that way you'll get a notification anytime I post a new video or go live on the channel. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace.